right, just gonna quickly go through some little holiday, Christmas gifts fire kits I've made for some of my friends. Nothing too complicated, but gives you a couple options for fire. The container isn't necessarily waterproof as is for some of it, but you'd have to repackage it if you were gonna, be in an area where it could get wet. Starting with the not fire related things, I have two, mylar emergency blankets, with the thought just that, in an emergency, if you need the fire kit, good chance it's because you're cold. And so having something that right away can help you keep your body temperature up is valuable to have, and it just packed in there pretty nicely. But the rest of the stuff in here is pretty related to fire or what you do with it. Obviously the container that it's in is just a pretty simple, stainless steel camp cup, with the idea that other than staying warm, other main thing you're gonna do with water is prepare food or boil water so that it's safe to drink. And you need a container to do that. So the kit comes with a container. Getting inside, we have 3 different ways to make fire, or at least to get one started. We just have a normal Bic lighter, 2 boxes of normal strike-on matches, on brand, normal ways. I could do waterproof matches or weatherproof. I've got some of those, but they can be a little finicky sometimes. And honestly, the idea is supposed to be ease of use here, not necessarily maximum durability, or, bushcraft or inclement weather resistance. So I have just super normal ways of making fire. And then I also have just kind of a little ferro rod in here. And I've already scraped some of the coating off, so it's nice and easy to use. Basically, the idea is, people who don't use a ferro rod a lot, they're going to tend towards a method that they're familiar with, but you have a backup in here in case these get wet or they run out or are damaged, and such. And then I just have a few tinders in here. So in this Ziploc bag, I have some cotton balls. They don't have Vaseline on them or anything. They're just normal cotton balls, but you could fluff them up. And then I have a few of these pre-made fire starters that have, I think, a little bit of stuff in them, and you can kind of really fluff them up, and they'll catch a spark nicely. So 2 really fine options for tinder, not a ton of them, just enough to get a few fires started. And then I also have some hunks of fat wood that I've cut down. They're highly sap-filled sections of pine wood. They smell amazing, and they're great for getting a fire started. Maybe in conjunction with the finer tinder, but I've even with a knife just done little feathers of this fat wood and then struck it with a ferrocerium rod, and it has gotten going all on its own. So hopefully this kit provides everything you need to get a fire going, and then also to maybe help utilize some of its warmth and be able to boil water or prepare food.